Hello everyone, and welcome to week 11 of our 12 weeks of Halloween. This is Lisa Brown. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And in this video, I'm just going to show you how I'm packaging up these little magnet-backed notepads that I picked up at a local fabric store, and I'm going to give them to my daughters as a little Halloween treat. It's just a simple little narrow box, long and a thin box that I use to just wrap the notepads up. So I'm using the Spooky Night, the Spooky Cat, images from the Spooky Cat stamp set, and the Spooky Night Designer Series paper. But first, I'm going to start with a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock, and it measures 8.5 by 9.5. And I've already pre-scored it, but that's at 1 1/2. Let me move this down where you can see. 1 1/2, 4.5, 5, and 9. And then I turned it with the 8-inch side up and scored at 1/2 inch. Let me get this simply scored tool out of the way, and we're going to do some folding on the score lines. This is a little bit different than most boxes I put together, but it works well for these notepads. And the ribbon treatment is kind of secures that notepad inside. Give it a good crease. That always helps put the box together well. Now, I'm going to cut off one of these little squares formed by the intersecting score lines like that. And then I'm going to cut up like that on the rest of them there. All right. And then this is going to come around like this, and this tab is going to adhere to the tab on the opposite side. So for time's sake, I'm just going to use snail here, but you would probably be best to use tear and tape or fast fuse. But I'm just going to try to match up these tops here. Come on down the side. Okay, and then you can take your bone folder and run it on that inside to make sure it's adhered well. Okay, so let's fold in the two side flaps like that. And then the seam is right here, so we're going to call that our back. Fold that flap in first, and then let's go ahead. Well, it didn't stay, so let me do that like that. And just double check myself, and then adhere that bottom. Okay? Now let's go ahead and put some designer paper on. This is 3 3/4 by 7 1/4, and you could use either side really, but I like that bold black stripe on this other side. Just like that. Okay. And then we can go ahead and slip our notepad in and set that aside, and we'll do some stamping. I have a strip of the Spooky Night paper with this moon, and then I have the owl from that set mounted already, and I'm going to use some smoky slate ink and stamp that where he's sitting on this little branch. Okay, and he kind of just looks like a shadow there in front of the moon. I really like that. Then, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and give him some little feet. So let me mount that, and we get the beak and the feet with the same stamp. And let's do that in pumpkin pie. And with the photopolymer, we'll be able to see pretty well where we're stamping, if I can keep my head out of the camera. Okay, there we go. Now, there's this precious little stamp right here that has the eyes and this Happy Halloween, and that can all be stamped And I'm using, in black ink, I'm using Tuxedo Memento Black. I'm going to ink him up. And that's going to put his eyes and the sentiment. I've got to get down here so I can see in these lights. Okay, isn't that cute? How it fits right there in the middle of the owl. I love that. Now I'm going to take a 2-inch circle punch and get as much of him and the moon with some of these branches there. Okay, let's see, like that. All right, then I have the 2 1/4 inch circle punch, and I'm going to take some basic black scrap cardstock and punch a circle there. Then let's go ahead and adhere this right here, just like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and do our ribbon. I'm going to take some of our burlap ribbon and wrap it around like this, give it a cut, and then the black shimmer ribbon, it looks like it has glitter, and I'm just going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to tie a bow, and that'll make that burlap snug around there. Let's see, I think I'll have room. Just pull that down. Let me trim this off. I think I'll tie a knot to make it good and secure, and then tie the bow. The way I tie my bows, if I turn it upside down from the way I want it to go, it ends up better. Okay, see there? Okay. And I can play with that in a bit and get it like I want it. And then I'm going to take our sentiment here, and I'm going to take some tear and tape and put it right there on the burlap ribbon. And let's see if I can get this peeled up. And then center that little owl right there. And there we have a cute little gift for Halloween. If you have any questions, let me know. Please visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.